Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. In last episode we finished up the rail levels, canyon levels, whatever you want to call them, and in this episode we're going to be doing the jungle levels. Starting with Frog Forest. And who knows, maybe we're going to find Tarzan in this part as well. We're going to explore the forest where the frogs live, and I don't think we have a cutscene to start off with. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check. Apparently we don't. Cool. I think for most of the other ones we had a cutscene to start off with, so this is maybe a trend away from things. And you know, maybe right there, that place that I just failed to get up on that ledge, you can use the hammer spin to make this go slightly faster, I don't know. So that you can just kind of skip the whole jumping segment, although it wouldn't be much faster because while you're doing the hammer spin, you don't move horizontally very quickly. And once again, for what, the third part in a row now, I cannot speak English. I said horizontally, not horizontally. But hello, froggy friend. We have met this guy many times on the other teams, and you're supposed to bounce off that mushroom and get that balloon up there, but apparently I failed to do that. But yes, the frogs are back, and they are here to help us through this jungle, which is actually quite massive. If you look at the background, there are kind of thousands of trees. I've wagered that this is several times bigger than the Amazon, but irrelevant. There are a couple mushrooms back here, along with, which is slightly more important, a 1-up, and yay, we got tons of lives that we probably don't need now. But there's the key if you want to go ahead and get it. And if I haven't explained it already, if you get a key on the first stage of a level, you go to a special stage where you can get extra lives, and if you get it on the second stage of a level, then you get to go to a special stage to find a Chaos Emerald. Now ideally, you're going to want to use Team Rose to get the Chaos Emeralds, because you only have to replay the level until, like, you get the Chaos Emerald, and since Team Rose's levels are very short and very easy, not very many deaths, it's probably wisest to do it with them and probably get through it fastest and with the least grief. But me, being, I'm not entirely sure why I did it with Team Sonic, maybe just because I felt that it was appropriate that, the main characters, I guess, of the series got the very all-important emeralds. I don't know, that might have been why I did it. Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter at this point. Too late to change anything. Let's go ahead and go up here. And there are some platforms here, but real men don't use platforms. And clearly Big, Amy, and Cream are real men, so let's go ahead and get these rings, kill these guys over here. And I guess it would be, it wouldn't be very much quicker to use a Team Blast there. Belly flop into the balloon. Yes, I just had to do that. I'm not sure why, but I really like the belly flop move. Let's go ahead and get on this flower again. I don't know what it is about it, just because you're basically invulnerable while you're doing it or something. Now, if you want to drop off this flower here and onto that vine and get that 1-up, and, I think it's rings instead of going down here. And Big, you're not very reliable. I was counting on you to get that balloon, but you didn't. What's wrong with you? And now that I saw that shot, it seems that Big has big feet. Really? Big is big? What a surprise. Oh my gosh, I need to submit this to some scientific journal. I don't think this has ever been discovered before. But since it hasn't, let's go ahead and use our Team Blast, destroy the world around us, forget what I was saying before, totally disregard it. It probably wasn't anything important anyway, because I never say anything important. And finish the level in just under 3 minutes. With an epic shot of it raining and the frog jumping up in the background there. I hope that was intentional, because that's really cool with the frog in the background there, just trying to peek his head into our shot. If there's a cameraman here, he's trying to get 5 minutes of fame. But anyway, we got an A rank. Let's move on. And here we are, Stage 10, Lost Jungle. We're going to escape the jungle that we just explored. That's wonderful. Well, I like how the forest transitions directly into a jungle. I don't think that happens much in real life, that or I'm a scientific idiot, which could actually very well be the case, because the science teacher at my school, if I haven't said this before, is kind of not very smart. She's half insane, may or may not, hey, don't hurt me, may or may not be extremely senile and forget all of her curriculum. She uses, like, papers from, like, 10 years ago to teach physical science, which is one of the easiest classes, but all in all, she doesn't teach you very many, accurate things, so I am, taking an online science class this year, but, enough talk about science. Science doesn't really apply to the world of Sonic, considering that a small hedgehog, well, life-size hedgehog, which doesn't really exist anyway, can run faster than the speed of sound, evidently, which probably not a thing. I'm just putting that out there. Sonic may or may not be fictional. I'm not sure. If you ever discover if he is fictional, go ahead and tell me, because I am one curious cat. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, and I thought that almost would have fit, because I thought I was going to fall off the edge there and die catastrophically like I did in my practice run. Kind of ridiculous, because that's actually a very easy segment, especially if you're using Cream. You can kind of save yourself and maneuver back onto the vine if you don't hit it the first time. But, whatever. I don't care about the past. I'm looking forward to the future. I believe in progress, and I want to kill this jellyfish robot because he's in my way. So let's go ahead and grab a couple rings, and if you haven't noticed already, there are a lot of rings in all the Team Rose levels as well, and it's quite fitting because their extra stages are collect a certain number of rings, and I think in Casino Park it's like 300 rings, which is ridiculous, and it takes a while, but there's basically an unlimited supply of rings there because of the casino stuff. But yeah, I don't really like their extra missions. They're very, very tedious and would be very tedious to show on camera, which is why, for now at least, I'm not going to be doing any of the extra missions. Well, part of the reason why. But whatever, let's go ahead and continue through these very poisonous mushrooms, moving ever so slowly. And, you know, it's not bad for our health at all. We'll come out of it unscathed, not have any rashes, and let me tell you, poison ivy or poison oak rashes, or even stinging nettle, oh god, it's terrible. Our school went on a field trip to a canyon. Well, it's less of a canyon and more of kind of like a hole, but, you know, I'm from a very small town, so whatever we can get, we take. We went on to a field trip there once. I touched a lot of stinging nettle. Oh man, did it suck. Pretty temporary, but you know, while you have it, it's really, really, really bad. But anyway, 49,000 points, that's definitely an A rank.
Super happy.
Excuse me, miss. I was wondering if I could ask you something.
If it's about a date, it'll have to wait.
Date? You think this is a joke, you little brat?
Now hand over that chow nice and easy.
I bet you're the ones who took chocolate chow.
What?
It's not nice to tease my friends.
Yeah, time to rock and roll.
There's gotta be a major misunderstanding here, but we can't back down now.
Here we go!
And here we are, facing the very unique personality, and yes, that's a verb now, Team Chaotix, for, I think this is the second time in the game, but this is the next team we'll be doing. So, just to make sure we're doing things correctly, let's go ahead and annihilate them in under 30 seconds, and we got the A rank. Thank you for watching this episode of Sonic Heroes. Quite a quick one, I believe, but next time we will tackle the next set of stages, which is actually the Haunted stages, the second to last set. Coming up on the end of Team Rose here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.